Shalom Uvracha, Moray Vabotay, Shalom Uvracha, Bezat Hashem, the merit of Tzaddik Rabbi Pinto, the merit of my grandfather, Rabbi Moshe Pinto, and the merit of Hashem of Rosh Chodesh Elul to come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hashem, give everyone big bracha v'atzlacha, v'siyata d'shmaya gedola, Makadal Mo v'chad kol mizeket kol, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hashem, open the gate of Parasha, the gate of Torah, the gate of Zivug, the gate of Mazal, the gate of Torah, and may HaKadosh Baruch Hu Hashem spell everyone shefat b'lidai, may all our prayers be accepted b'ratzon, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu fulfill all our hearts wishes, amen, Bezat Hashem. You know, tonight, Bezat Hashem, we're all going to start one of the most important times of the entire year, the month of Elul. Ani Dodi v'Dodi li. The month where HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes down to the world and He is available and He's close to us, and every single person needs to take upon himself a way, find a way, take upon himself new mitzvot, somehow come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in order for Bezat Hashem, for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to clean all the things we've done throughout the year, in order to gather merit for the year to come, to be a year full of shefa, a year full of blessings, a year full of good things to come. And that's what, Rabotai, essentially, the month that is coming upon us. This month, Rabotai, of a lot of hard work. We need to be ready, Rabotai, to endure a lot of waking up early, going to sleep late, doing selichot. As we know, selichot is a time that we say sorry to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for all the things that we have not done as good as we want to have done throughout the year, in order to clean ourselves for the year to come. It is not an easy month. It is a month where we really need to strengthen ourselves and to be ready to endure a lot of hard work. But you know, Abotai, the concept of enduring hard work in order to bring a year full of shefa is actually a simple fundamental rule that exists in this world. You know, Abotai, the Gemara in Masechet Shabbat on page Lamed Bet says something incredible regarding receiving blessing, receiving a miracle, receiving something abnormal, which we all want to receive good things in our life. The Gemara says that a person is not allowed to put himself in a place of danger and expect for a miracle. So as we know, we all need to act b'emunah, in faith, where we say, you know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be by our side. That is beautiful. But you cannot put yourself in a place of danger, stand under a wall that's about to fall, and say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will protect me and the wall won't fall. Why is that? Because the Gemara says, any shefa, any miracle that comes down to the world, must have a payment. What is that payment in at least miracles? The payment is merit. So when we do mitzvot and we do Torah and we do good things, we gather merit. Whenever we are in place in a time of danger, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if we have sufficient merit, takes from that merit, uses it as payment, and in return, HaKadosh Baruch Hu can give us a miracle. The Gemara says that what is the danger? The danger is that if a person finds himself in a place of danger and does not have enough merit to pay for the miracle, Chas v'shalom, the wall can fall on him and he can Chas v'shalom get hurt. So we see, Abotai, that there's a concept of shefa that comes into the world. There's always a payment to be made. You know, Abotai said in all the books of the Kabbalah, Isurim and Sachar ba'im ke'echad. What does that mean? The same way where there's payment of merit for miracles, so too there is payment for great reward and for great blessing. Mekubalim say that sufferings and reward in this world always come together in one package. Where wherever you go, you will see sufferings, you will know that reward is on the corner to come. And wherever you have great reward, you should know that you have a lot of sufferings to come. Where a person cannot have only good without any sufferings to pay for that good. And that's what Achozim Luvlin says. Achozim Luvlin says, any place there is light, you know there is darkness to follow. And any place there is darkness, you know that there is light that will follow it in return. With that, Abotai, is the pattern. If a person is going to sit down and is going to say, you know, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to wake up early. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to endure things that are not easy. If a person is going to say that, you cannot expect great reward either. Great reward is a result of what? Of a person enduring something difficult, overcoming that difficult period, and reaching to a place of great light. Now, in life, Abotai, we could achieve this in two different ways. We could achieve it that the world gives us sufferings because it hits us, and then we are forced to achieve good things and reach the light. Or we could achieve that by getting up and by putting on ourselves a lot of hard work, a lot of responsibility, a lot of stress, a lot of fear. And that causes us to break through, and that causes us to essentially take upon ourselves that isurin to bring the sachar, taking upon ourselves that suffering to bring the reward. And what better way to do so than the time of slichot, of coming to the Beit Knesset early in the morning, of going to Beit Knesset late at night, of singing, of spilling our heart out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in beautiful songs of asking mechila, in beautiful songs of teshuvah, in beautiful songs that truly bring our neshama out to the light. And if, Rabotai, we are able to do so, and we're able to truly take advantage of this month, Rabotai, we could even change our mazal. When Rabotai said that Avraham Avinu Alav Shalom, his mazal was not supposed to have kids. We know there's three things, two things are black and white. This third thing is not very clear. Some places mentioned, some places not. That these three things, or two things, whatever you like to look, are things that are attached to one's mazal. What are they? Kids. How many kids a person is supposed to have, if he's supposed to have kids or not. It's directly attached to one's mazal. Parasha is directly attached to one's mazal. And the third thing, which is a little bit debatable, is Chaye Adam, the length of a person's life. Whether he's supposed to live 50 years, or 6 years, or 7 years, it's also attached to one's mazal. There's a little bit of a contradiction in that matter, but we're not going to get into that today. Avraham Avinu Alav Shalom, as we know it said in Torah, neither him or Sarah had a mazal to not have kids, that is number one, and two, to not be wealthy. That both of them had a mazal to be poor and to not have kids, akara, to be clean from kids, to not have kids. It says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't want Avraham Avinu to not have kids. He wanted to be able to choose Avraham's kids to be the kids that will be the chosen ones. So what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? The Mekubalim say that he put pressure on Avraham Avinu. That pressure, those tests, those nisyonot that he needed to go through, caused him to essentially look up to the sky and to fill his heart up with tefillah. That those sufferings of tests that Hashem gave him are what caused him to pray and what caused him to go above his mazal. And as a result of that, his kids, which was a result of one bypassing the mazal, the Gemara says, because of that, Bnei Yisrael are not attached to their mazal. Bnei Yisrael were born as a result of changing a mazal. Because of that, Bnei Yisrael, naturally we have the ability to switch our mazal with what? With a little bit of endurance. Or when a person changes his schedule and goes against his nature, he can change his mazal, because Bnei Yisrael are not sewed to the mazal, due to the fact that we were born of changing a mazal by Avraham Avinu. And that's the same thing with the Parasha of Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu was not supposed to be rich, he ended up being very wealthy. Why? Because he endured and he prayed. Abotai, we are in a month that we can really bring upon ourselves endurance, but it will be endurance that will bring us big shefa. It will be endurance that will essentially bring us a year to come of great reward. Let's do this, Be'ezat Hashem, Abotai, this month. We put in our work, we put in our effort for Be'ezat Hashem to be able that the year to come will be a year full of blessings, full of panasah, full of afwa, full of Torah, full
Amen.
of good things to come. And Be'ezat Hashem,
Amen.
this month will have great reward to come.
Amen.